The lesson.
Oh yeah.
You mentioned Awkwards
Yep.
and the whole battle rap thing. Now, you had a big hand in Australian battle rap. I guess walk us through, your battle rap experience in a nutshell from front to back. Was that something that you were doing after? Because you did that after, your festival song and your rapper tag thing. Or were you doing the battles during that time as well?
And the battling is sort of how I started. Like I was doing battles when I was 14 and stuff like that.
When it was on beat.
Yeah.
Freestyle off the top of the head.
Freestyling shit.
Yeah, okay.
In that format. So I was doing the real early format where we were freestyling over beats and going in little competitions that were underage called Run Amok in Melbourne. It was like, I think it was hosted by Bias B and shit like that. So it was really sick. And that's sort of what got me a little bit of a name going is through battles and shit. So that continued. Then all the music started happening, and then the change of battles from when it went from freestyling over beats to just standing and rapping a cappella to each other where it's actually written. That format is something that I got into a little bit later. And I did that, and that worked wonders for me. I think that made me where I am today. Like if I didn't do those battles, I don't think I would be where I am. Because a lot of those early initial battles that I did in that format were what made that got me such a kind of following at the time.
Yeah,
and then I released mixtapes and everyone was behind it, and then I dropped the album and it just went crazy, So I think battling had a huge hand in it.
Yeah, like I remember, when that whole like WRC, and I think I remember watching Prime and Purpose versus you and Anecdote.
Man, that was crazy.
Yeah, man, and I remember there was some really good rounds in there, and I remember you had a real standout one where it was you and Justice versus Thesaurus
and Madness.
Man, that was crazy.
Yeah.
I remember. I think you battled Awkwards.
Yeah.
I think you took the L that night.
I did. There's a few battles that I just shouldn't have done. Like I went over to Canada,
King of the Dot,
and I choked. Like I was I was a drug addict, right? But I didn't know it. I didn't realize I was a drug addict. So I went to Canada, got there, and I just started going through withdrawals as soon as I got there. So in my battle, I was fucking withdrawing off like codeine and heroin and shit.
Wow.
But I didn't know. I was like, I didn't realize. So I couldn't score anything. The only thing I could score was cocaine, and that made it worse.
Yeah.
And I was drinking like crazy to try and fix it. So that battle was just one of the worst experiences of my life because it was so embarrassing, man. But that kind of lit a fire in me. So when I got back to Melbourne, I battled Madness and Dirtbag Dan, and I feel like those two battles are some of my best performances.
Yeah,
I'm really hungry to like show cunts that I can still do this. I want to do it again. To be honest with you, I really want to battle again. And we've been talking about battling Mad Child on King of the Dot.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
I've been talking about that for years. And I want to do it. Like part of me really wants to do it, and I think I should.
Yeah, man. Everyone would love to see it. Yeah. We'd all love to see it.
I think it'd be great, and I think it'd be good to show people that still that part in me. Like I love rap. I love the art of it and everything like that. And I think a lot of people forget that because they might see some of the commercial success that happens, but at the end of the day, I still love rap.
Yeah, word. And I think, I guess in my opinion, the most memorable battle that you had was with Kerser.
Yeah.
And man, when I watched that, I could watch it today and I'm like, I think Kerser edged you. And then I could watch it tomorrow and I'm like, I think you edged Kerser.
Yeah.
Now, at that time, I mean, how do you feel about that battle now? Because that's labeled today as, by many, as, the biggest, best battle in Australian rap history.
Yeah.
Can you walk us through like I guess leading into that battle and then doing it and then how you felt at the end of that?
Yeah, man, that was an amazing experience, and I think that was something that, you know, has the ramifications of that have like kicked on till today, you know, like every time I meet people and shit, fans will come up and be like, oh fuck Kerser and shit. It's like, dude, we don't actually hate each other. Like that was fucking ages ago.
Yeah.
You know, like we have like respect for one another, and I respect that dude massively. You know what I mean? And people think that there's a genuine rivalry there. You have to love one and hate the other. You can't like both. You know what I mean? But that was that was just great. I think that battle was massive for both of us. It did really big things for us, you know, for both of our careers. And I think I love that. I love that battle. I love watching that back. I think it's a great one.
Yeah, man, it's a classic. And I mean, you know, you mentioned that you'd be keen to battle again. Obviously, everyone wants to see.
That's something that is constantly getting asked about, a rematch with Kerser. And I've spoken to him about it, and, you know, I think it's 100% there's potential that it might happen.
Yeah, word.
It just has to be the right time.
Yeah.
And it's always tough because the right time for him might not be the right time for me, and vice versa. So if it is, then yeah, I think that would be nuts. It'd be huge.
The lesson. 2-7. Oh yeah.